There we are. Welcome everyone then to game number 1 in the series between Hera and Vinchester. We're going to fast forward until we completely catch up to live gameplay, but it's not going to take too long. I don't think I've been rambling too much. Hopefully. Anyway. In any case, yeah, what do we get over here for the civilizations? Incas for Hera. Okay, we are catching up. 5 minutes. He's going to go for a drush quite clearly. He's not going for the mill just yet, and he's already getting the barracks up. So Incas are going to start with 1 free llama. They are going to get 10 population support per house as opposed to 5. We're going to have also for Incas, you know, 15% cheaper stone cost on buildings. And then there's also the fact that the villagers are going to be affected by blacksmith upgrades for infantry units starting on the castle age. While for the team bonus, farms come up twice as fast for him. And Hera's already going for the walls. Let's take a look at this. Ken has prediction? Yes. Sorry, Mumijumala. Choose outcome. And Sito had 100% of predictions for game number 4 in the previous one. So I'm just going to open this up for game number 1. Going to give you guys 2 minutes for who wins game number 1. Alright? Because we are already advanced into the game. And there you go. Go nuts. Map generation real quick before the militia get too far. Main goal on the back, he's going to be able to protect by going for the walls like this. No woolens he's going to be able to protect though, but the berries over here are going to be fine. Stone, secondary goals, these are going to be too far away, so he's not going to be able to protect these. Here come the militias. Yeah, and for Vinchester, of course, with Berbers, he's going to get 15 and 20% cheaper stable units in the castle and Imperial Age, as well as access to Genie Tours for the team bonus, and 10% faster moving villagers. It's going to be pretty good when bailing, yes, because he's not going to be quite as exposed to the militia over here, certainly. Just trying to put the pressure up. There we go. Perfect. Let's take a look at the map generation for Vinchester then. Let's see. There we go. We have one. The main goal over here up north for Mr. Vinchester, and he's got both secondary goals on the left-hand side. Meanwhile, for stone, we have the main wall on the back, and the secondary stone rule is sure exactly where it is. I think it's over here. Yeah, we can see a small piece of it. But I think Vinchester should be able to defend himself just fine. Going for walls like this is going to be easier, but going for walls like this is going to protect more. I think this is what he's going to go for, and then probably some walls from here to here. It's very unfortunate that he got pushed away from berries, but at the very least he's not taking any losses. Not yet! Not yet, but what is going on over here, that villager? Is it going down? Well, I mean, if you need the eagle to keep up with the villager, he's trying to block it, but he's not going to be able to do it. He almost takes a loss over there. Alright. Yeah, the speedy villagers, for sure. Yeah, I agree. Age of Empires 2 is going to continue as long as there's a supportive community behind it. It just kept on growing, you know, despite Microsoft support or lack of thereof before the E came out. And I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon, and I don't think it's going to die anytime soon, so we are fine. We're going to be safe. A little bit of a drought in terms of show matches and tournaments with the release of Age of Empires 4, but I'm pretty sure it's going to bounce back to normal. There we go. This is really good unit control for Vinchester. Maybe he shouldn't have gotten to 3 HP, but at the very least he's going to be able to save the villagers fine. Yeah. Now the militias are getting pushed away. And Vinchester should be able to hold on right here. Now, Hera's gone up on a significantly larger amount of villagers, significantly higher amount of villagers, so his economy is going to be stronger over here. Vinchester, on the other hand, has gotten only double bit axe and no horse scholar, so you know, it's not like he's been in a strong economy himself. He went up significantly earlier compared to Hera, and yeah, he's been under a lot of pressure. No low HP villagers. So yeah, wow, nice quick walls for Vinchester. I'm pretty sure he was waiting for the militias to get close before getting the walls up, and now he can take all the militias down over there. I'm pretty sure he was waiting for the militias to get close to the villages before actually getting the walls up, so that Hera would try to go up north. Well played. Good job. Yeah. And Hera's completely walled up right now, so it's unlikely Vinchester will be able to do much damage at all. Let's take a look at the scouting information. He knew about the walls coming up on the right-hand side. He didn't quite know about the walls on the left-hand side, but he was expecting, I imagine, at this point, Hera to be completely walled up. I do like Vinchester splitting his army up, though, so he can push villages away from woods, both on the left and right-hand sides. There we go. It's his Capture H Pro. This is Capture H Pro, yes. If you are looking for an aesthetic difference compared to standard Capture H, you're probably not going to find too much. It's just in some features. Yeah, there we go. But it looks the same. Legends over here for Hera. One of the things that is available for Capture H Pro, for instance, is the kill count over here. So you can see these villagers have gotten 2 units down so far. The militias earlier on. And then you can also go back and forth in the game. That's pretty handy. Oh, I think a pro feature as well is the efficiency charts over here for your villagers. This is pretty good. Like Capture H Pro is so much more worth it right now for players trying to improve because of all the analytics that it includes into the client. And I cannot speak about anything else that might be coming down the line because I'm not supposed to, but it's just going to keep on getting better. I'm just going to say that. Do you cast always without game sound? No, that is sorry. That was a mistake on my part. Now you should have game sound. You should hear the units right now. Castle should be on the way very, very shortly for both players. There you go. Thank you for the heads up about the sound, by the way. I cannot believe so many people were just sticking around for no game. No game sound anyway. Do you have to get custom made overlay by captures to have it like mem? Yeah, it's gotta be made by the team. There is no option to customize the skin currently. There we are. Castle is coming up for both players. We have a slight 3-second head start for Vinchester. Not significant for sure. Military count is about the same for both players. Military distribution is different. Vinchester's got mostly archers. Hera's got some skirmishers. Okay, Vinchester's adding a few more right now as well. And it's very close. I don't think we're going to see too much damage being done until we get to the castle age. That was really good unit control though. Did you see that? Vinchester took the archer individually to take the weak unit from Hera while the skirmishers were getting pushed away. Well played. Vinchester's roaming around. Well, once again, nothing has changed for Hera in terms of wood safety. So if Vinchester sends a few units over here, probably around this area, then he should be able to still strike, you know, against these lumberjacks. If he sends a few units over to the left-hand side, should be able to take on these lumberjacks himself as well. The only problem is that he cannot really split this army up right now because of Hera's army out. Vinchester needs to keep the numbers. Needs to keep the numbers over here. Needs to keep the units together. Counter strike coming in from Hera. That was stable. Oh, when Hera knows about the stable right now as well. So he's gonna be expecting full night push from Vinchester for sure. And what will he do about that? Because he keeps on going for archers, and archers are not going to suffice. This might be good though. One village down. Made that 2 villagers down. Good job. Oh, he got the second. Now the tower is going to keep the archers over there. And check. Archers roaming around. It's overall a pretty good position still for Hera though. He's certainly putting pressure up over here and pushing those villagers away, and we're gonna use a Capture H Pro feature over here. You can see that the worker efficiency in the last minute for this villager has been only about 50%. And it's not even being gold mining. 4 villagers down already for Vinch. And yeah, all the pressure that Hera's been putting against Vinchester has paid off so well. Without enough gold over here, Vinchester's not really being able to queue up as many knights as he needed. Actually, he does have a good amount of gold, but he does not have enough food right now. Because of the archers roaming around as well. So overall, very nice. Only one villager left on the right-hand side, Woodland from Vinchester. And Hera keeps on roaming around. There's the second TC coming up for Hera already. And it's unlikely Vinchester is going to be able to deny it. He's not going for the Crossman upgrade or Balkan arrow. So yeah, Hera looking pretty dominating over here. Guys, remember this is the elimination matchup. Whoever loses over here is going to get knocked out of the tournament. Whoever wins is going to move on to play in the playoff stage. And that's another pick. 7 villager picks so far from Hera. Wow, around Vinchester's base. There's a very low HP villager over there. Vinchester garrisons it inside the TC. Is gonna be safe for the time being, but he doesn't really have any defenses. There are no archers to be found from Vinchester. He's got some, knights over here. But Hera's got a good amount of crossbows and is just going to keep on getting higher when he regroups with the crossbows that he's got back home. Yeah, that's going to be, for the blue player, 21 crossbows if he can group the army up. This could be pretty good, though, for Vinchester. No wins KOTD, in my opinion. Hey, Iron Chef. Welcome back. I hope you're doing alright. How is it going? Let's see. Yeah, there is no pressure over here from Vinchester whatsoever. Well, here on the other hand, is gonna be grouping his army up. This could be really good. The attack round, though, did not connect. Now the mountain is going down. That's a good attack round, but yeah, the mountain is going down no matter what. Well played! Hera's gotten so much damage done without really taking too many losses. You can see the KD overall is 15-6 in favor of Hera, with 7 of those being villagers, so he's killed 8 military units while losing 6 only. For military KD, it's 4-3 for him. And he's been trading very cheap units. Crossman only. Certainly would love for Hera to go for a forward siege workshop as well, so he can actually start putting pressure against TCs, but yeah, Vinchester's under a lot of pressure right now to try and do some damage. If he doesn't, Hera's just gonna be getting ahead. He's already got ahead. He's already gotten ahead just because of the villagers that he's killed from Vinchester. But now that, Vinchester knows about the extra TC from Hera as well, and he's only on 1 TC, he should be expecting to fall behind compared to Hera significantly without doing any damage. Might be a little bit too late though. Vinchester's behind the military count right now. It's behind villager count by about 10. There we go, 30C is coming up for Hera. Conversion's coming up. Managed to get 1 so far. I'm good, just got home from work and now I'm watching you cast AoE. Nice. For what it's worth, this is a pretty bad matchup for Vinch. Not that his gameplay was exceptional so far. Yeah, I do agree. Struggling big time to keep up, to be fair. Regardless of the civilization. This is, a matchup in terms of the players that's going to be very, very hard on Vinchester anyway. Although, to be fair, I guess you probably would have said the same about Cito versus MBL, but yeah, you see what we got. And to be honest, man, Hera, knocking... Sorry, Jordan knocking Hera over to the decider matchup over here was already a big upset, so you never know. There are some mountains over here from Vinchester. He's unable to get good shots though, unfortunately, and he's going to end up losing them all. 3 out of 4, he's got only 1 mountain left. If he wasn't able to do any damage with these 3 mountains, I think he's gotten only 4 crossbows. What is he going to do with only 1? Get 1 1/3? It's just been super good for Hera, and of course, if this does not work out for Vinchester, he just falls behind significantly. He is already behind, he falls behind even further. Certainly looking so over, for sure. Especially with all the monks over here, it's very unlikely Vinchester is going to be able to get a clean engagement at any point in time because it's just going to get converted. Assuming Hera only gets 3 out of 5 potential conversions over here, that is still going to reduce the knight count over here from Vinchester. From 9 down to 6, right? With all the crosses we have over here, Hera should be able to defend just fine. He's got redemption right now as well, so he'll try to convert the mangonels and he's going for it. Let's see, the conversion's coming out. The attack is not going to connect, so now the monk's taking the mangonel. And all of a sudden, Vinchester runs out of steam, so he calls it GG, and Hera ends up taking game number 1. Honestly, did not seem particularly difficult or challenging for Hera. He just completely dominated this game. With fantastic gameplay. And complete domination, as men would say. Well played. Feel the achievements over here are going to be fairly underwhelming. You can see the timeline already is going to be so one-sided in favor of Hera. So yeah. For KD overall, Vinchester's got about a 5 to 4 KD ratio, very close to it. Does it matter though? Probably not. Why? Because Hera's been trading very cheap units. He lost crossbows, Vinchester was losing, you know, villagers, he was losing knights, mangonels. The mangonels is so expensive. On Vinchester, much smaller economy, it's going to hurt even more so. Well played. Hera's going to end up taking this one. I don't think there's a whole lot else to take a look at over here, so let's just go back. What do we get then for the remaining civilizations? Incas coming out on top. And yeah, Berbers, that was fairly unfortunate for Vinchester. You know, the first game is always going to be kind of guesswork for the players for sure. There's, you know, 6 civilizations your opponent's got available. You just gotta guess a little bit. But the longer the series goes, the better of an idea the players are going to have as to what their opponents could potentially be thinking about. Hera right now is going to be left in Chinese. He's got Britons, Ethiopians, Burgundians, and Mongols. While Vinchester's got Aztecs. He's got Mayans, he's got Sicilians, as well as Byzantines and Vietnamese. Hera is a man on a mission. Certainly looks like it. Complete and brutal domination, yes. Total domination, you got it, guys. Aztecs and Mayans for Vinch. That's pretty good, yes, and he's got Sicilians as well, which are super strong. Sicilians and Byzantines. So he's got 4 amazing civilizations. In Vietnamese, actually, if I'm not mistaken, let me go and take a look at the stats from Vietnamese. Vietnamese got picked so far 14 times. They have won 9 out of 14. So it's not too bad. But I think I'm certainly preferring Sicilians, Mayans, Aztecs, and Byzantines. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you the win rates for all these civilizations. Sicilians, actually let's start with Byzantine. Byzantines are going to have a win rate of 47%, which is actually lower than I was expecting. For Sicilians, on the other hand, we have a win rate of, let's see, Sicilians get a win rate of 43% out of 21 games that they have played, which is surprising. You know, Sicilians are not going to be a straightforward civilization in the sense that it's not something that you go for the same strat every time and it works, kind of like you would do with some other civilizations. You know, thinking of Poles or Franks can be a little bit more unidimensional. So yeah, I guess it's understandable. But they do have their options. Mayans and Aztecs, on the other hand, Aztecs are actually an amazing pick for Vinchester. Aztecs are the only civilization to have a 100% win rate. And okay, never mind. That actually changed. It seems like it was not updated over here for whatever reason. Sorry, it's not a 100% win rate anymore. It's 67% win rate. It's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. I think in the group stage up until the second round, they were the only civilization with a 100% win rate without being picked only once. But yeah, anyway. Byzantines versus Ethiopians for game number 2. Let's try to jump into it right away. Let's see. Yeah. Game's here. Do we have an spec delay? We don't. But it's actually not going to be that. It's going to be Chinese versus Mayans. Alright, Chinese are the civilization with the highest win rate to be picked more than once. They have a 75% win rate in 16 games, winning 12 out of 16. It's going to be Chinese for Hera. And of course, the other civilization is going to be for Vinchester. Let me see if we have any precedent for this particular matchup. So Chinese, when fighting against Mayans, they have played only once and they have actually lost. So, yeah. This is going to be the second game we have between Chinese and Mayans. Let me see. We are going to open predictions up once again for game number 2. And you're going to have 5 minutes this time around. There we go, to guess. For the bonuses, Hera with Chinese is going to... It's so awkward though, man, to have like Khmer band, to have like Hans band, you know, as opposed to Chinese, but yeah, whatever. For Hera then we are going to get 3 extra villages upon starting the game, which makes their economy absolutely insane. They do start with, you know, 200 less food and 50 less wood. But those 3 extra villages usually translate into 2 additional villagers for the early game stage. Besides that, they also get 10, 15, and 20% cheaper upgrades in the Feudal Castle and Imperial Age, as well as 5 extra line of sight on TCs and 5 higher population support per TCs. For the team bonus, on the other hand, Chinese will get also 10% extra food on farms. And taking a look at Vinchester, on the other hand, what do we get for Mayans here? Mayans are going to have 1 extra villager upon starting the game, so at the very least, you know, Chinese are not going to be getting that far ahead. It's only going to be a 1 villager lead for them overall. Besides that, with Mayans, we're also going to get 50 less food compared to other civilizations. At the beginning of the game, they get 15% longer lasting resources, although about 3% slower working farmers. And they get 10, 20, and 30% cheaper archer units in the Feudal Castle and Imperial Age. In any case, let's see how the predictions are coming up. 10k for Vinchester and 5k too. For Mr. Hera. Interesting. There we go. I think that's the second rhino for him as well. No, that's only the first rhino for Hera. That's very interesting. You would think that Hera would be the one trying to rush the rhinos in, given that with Mayans, Vinchester could potentially have gone forward and he could have tried to lane. But yeah, he's not going for lanes whatsoever. I feel like he kind of needs to go for it, or he needs to try to go for it, because it's going to even the playing field a little bit. Otherwise, I feel like Hera might be a little bit too dominant in the series. What do you guys think? Good job. Yeah, both players getting the push going, or rather pushing the huntables. Let's take a look at the map generation then, starting with Mr. Hera. We get the main goal on the back for him. He's got the main stone on the back as well. However, the secondary goals are on the left-hand side, and the secondary stone is going to be super forward. He does have 2 woods over here, so he should be able to get the walls like this, probably, from here to the TC as well, and then he should be able to protect this area, right? It's probably not going to be looking like this. It's probably going to be something more like this, right? But still, he should be able to get the walls up, no problem. And as long as he realizes about this being open over here, he should be able to plug the hole over here as well. If he doesn't, that could be tragic, you know? Let's see. Oh man, this can be bad. This can be rough for Hera. That is assuming that he goes for full walls though. Otherwise, he could potentially just go for your local individual resource wall out. Vinchester, on the other hand, he's got the main goal forward himself. He's got the secondary goal on the right hand side. The other secondary goal is on the left hand side, and we have also the stone on the back with the secondary stone on the left hand side. He should be able to get this up here. Probably go for walls from here towards the TC, and he will be able to secure the stone, but not so much the gold. The gold issue over here is going to be very, very big for Vinchester. If he cannot secure this, then yeah, he's not gonna be able to access gold anyway. All three are super forward. Very, very rough position for him. Absolutely. Very rough goals for Vinchester. Absolutely. And the Fuel Leech is coming up right now for both players, so we're going to start seeing some action. As Hera is already making a switch to gold, it's quite clear it's going to be Minotaur's archers. Meanwhile, Vinchester, on the other hand, has got the barracks over here, but he's not going for militias just yet, so it seems like it's going to be straight archers for him. Right. It's going to start taking some of the gold over here. Could very well get pushed away. You know, one good tower over here from Hera could potentially end the game for Vinchester. Around here, imagine. Pushes the villagers away from berries, pushes the villagers away from gold as well. Puts so much pressure, potentially prevents also the farms from coming up in front of the TC. Yeah. And Vinchester's gotta be careful. If he wants to go for the preempted tower, he will need to go for the tower forward himself, probably around here. It's not the most ideal, it's not going to be the easiest tower to hop into for villagers, but it's going to be the one that's going to protect the gold the most. Otherwise, if he goes for a tower over here, we could potentially get a counter tower from Hera over here. He would still be able to push the villagers away, and he wouldn't be countered by the tower. Anyway. Let's see. Hey, Courier! Hi, welcome. Guys, do we have any new viewers today around here? Is anybody here new to the channel? Let me know. Because I took so long to react to the raid from Django, but I think probably Django viewers are familiar. He's already raided a few times. Okay. Mange, okay. New in the channel. Welcome. Welcome, you guys. I hope you're enjoying. This tournament is brought to you by Mem. He's the host of the tournament, but it's sponsored by Microsoft, Pinsec, and Meshuggah. Gotta make sure to be clear about that. They've been kind enough to make this open streaming for anybody to cast the matches or spectate or whatever, which is very kind, of course. I too am new. Right. New in Chanel? Okay. Anyway. Oh, sorry, I confused you with somebody else. New in the channel. Good work, keep it up. Thank you. I thought it was somebody else who also uses the green color. Minotaur's over here for Hera. He's not really able to do any damage over here, so Vinchester will be able to keep on taking gold for the time being. But we're gonna see some archers coming in from Vinchester to clean the Minotaurs up. Hera's got the one skirmisher over here, and Vinchester should be able to defend just fine. He's got the scout. He's been able to chunk a lot of HP out of this skirmisher, and he is effectively pushing Hera away. So it's good. It's good. Hera is getting a little bit of extra idle TC time right now. It seems like he's not paying too much attention because he's got the resources to queue a villager. Yeah, and that already kind of offsets a little bit for the villager lead. You can see that the villager lead is going to be only of 1 for Hera over here. And that's only because Vinchester got a little bit of idle TC time himself. Otherwise, it'll be the same villager count for both players. If Vinchester can kick it up a notch and he can keep up the rhythm, if Hera keeps on struggling to keep the TC working at all times, then Vinchester should still be able to catch up, and that's going to put him in a much better position. The Chinese are going to be relying on their villager lead early on to get a hit, so if you lose that, a big chunk of your lead is already gone. A big chunk of your advantage is already gone. Here comes Vinchester. If you can get just one villager, man, just one villager, it's gotta be worth it. Probably not if he loses all the units, but if you can get one at the very least, that's already going to allow him to catch up. A little bit of extra idle TC time for Vinchester again, though. He's been struggling. Yeah, Chinese are almost never used in the tournament. They are banned almost every time. Chinese, Aztecs are banned. These have the highest win rate for any civilization being used more than once. And yeah, Vinchester's unable to do anything with it, so he gets pushed away. And not only does he get pushed away, actually, he gets completely cleaned up. Or at the very least, the skirmishers are going down for sure. And Eagle Scouts won't be able to do too much on their own, of course. So yeah, Hera's looking good once again in game number 2. The difference this time around is that Vinchester is going to be able to go up a little bit faster. He's got double Bidax and Horse Scholar, while Hera doesn't have neither technology, and he's already on a significant amount of farms. This can be really good for Vinchester. This is going to make his economy so much stronger in the Castle Age onwards. But once again, man, he needs to keep up. He's been saving to go up to the Castle Age, but he's gotten a lot of extra idle TC time, sorry. So Hera's been able to get ahead by 2 villagers already. How does Hera not have cheap text? Go figure. Your guess is as good as mine. He should have gotten those already, but he didn't, so who knows? They're cheaper for him, 10% cheaper, yes. Good defense for Vinchester so far. The tournament feels like mid-tier Civ Cup. A little bit, yes. But I think it's alright. Because we see more variety, and I feel like certain matchups are going to be a lot more... Like, if you ban Chinese, you ban Aztecs, some of the remaining, or most of the remaining civilizations are not going to have, like, very easy matchups. There is not going to be an instance in which most civilizations, remaining civilizations, are going to be dominated in certain matchups. So that's pretty good. If you had Chinese available, Aztecs available, every game, or every series, right? It's a little bit like having Italians, you know, versus, I don't know, Teutons on water or something like that. Some civilizations are very strong in this setting, especially with Arabia being so open and so prone to aggression. You know, we had an arena tournament, actually, sorry, an arena show match the other day, organized by Bailo, between Modri and Running. And if you have not seen it, you can find it in the VOD section, and I'm going to be uploading it to YouTube hopefully later today. It's actually already on YouTube, it's just not public yet. And the way that they organized the show match was the 5 top arena civilizations were banned outright, and then each player had 2 additional bans. So that made for a much more interesting show match compared to if we had, you know, like whatever, Burgundians available, Bohemians available, that kind of stuff. And the prize was 100 euros. Yeah, thank you, Zlati. Good job. Tower's coming up. Hera should be fine over here. He's gonna be in the Castle Age very soon. Even though Vinchester got there a little bit sooner, he doesn't really have much going for him from the Castle Age. He's got only the crossbow upgrade and Balkan Arrow, but he doesn't have too many crossbows. Hera should be able to defend against this just fine. He's got double stable already, so he can just go for knights. He gets 4 or 5 knights, and then he can clean this up easy. Vinchester will be getting the second TC up, though. That's pretty good. If he can keep the TC, if he can get it up, and he can keep production from both TCs, he's going to be getting significantly ahead. Hera doesn't seem like he's going to be going for an extra TC. After going for the defensive tower over here, if he wants to go for TCs, he's going to need to buy the resources. And right now, he does not have a market, so... yeah. It's currently not possible for him. I think it was Bailo's self-gift for her birthday, I think. Rebel Wallows banning picking format was good. Yeah, I agree. But it's different in the sense that there are home maps and whatnot. Over here, the home map's going to be the same for every game. And there we are. Damring coming in for Vinchester as well. He's been able to hold on, but Hera's still significantly ahead in villager count. A little bit of it is because of Vinchester's idle TC time and the fact that he's got Wheelbarrow. But he's behind by 5 villagers, so Wheelbarrow is not going to compensate for it on its own. There you go. 30 TC's coming up for Vinchester right now as well. And it's looking significantly better compared to the previous now. The question is, will he be able to defend? And what will Hera do? He's got a Magnet already out, but he's not going forward right away. Let's see what the scouting information for Hera looks like. Oh, no way he's gonna be able to get a village down over here with scouts! He's going for it! Yes? He's getting a villager down for sure. He got her! And all of a sudden it all goes black. The scout just departed onto the eternal journey. Don't know if that was worth it. It's 2 scouts. Let's see exactly how much idle time these villagers have got in the last minute. Yeah, that was probably not worth it. That's already more than what the scouts were worth. Oh no, it's actually not. It's probably about 4 minutes worth of idle villager time in the last minute. That's 1 scout's worth. So that I guess that was probably worth it. Oh, but he lost a villager actually. So he lost a villager and he killed 2 scouts. No, that was not worth it for Vinchester. Okay. I would sing that, but I'm going to get demonetized, sorry. You know, during Genesis, the Age of Empires 4 tournament, I was casting that, and during the break, I actually put the browser on, you know, Elite Gaming channel, and Drongo actually started singing a cappella a song from Adele, and my video got demonetized because of it, so. That's a really good shot, though! And that's another good one. How many crossbows? 5 crossbows going down over here. And that's another bunch of crossbows going down. The Mayans might have gone down for sure, but we still have a good amount of knights over here. Yeah, and he lost a lot of HP on these units. He ended up losing a good amount of crossbows. He gets pushed back right now because of the converted knights. But that was actually pretty decent trades for the Mayans in any case. Left hand side. Yeah. He's got only 1 mana remaining. He's going for more knights. It's so weird though. Hera's been on 1 TC and Vinchester has finally been able to catch up in villager count. And even surpass Hera, 58 to 57. But Hera's going for the 2nd TC. Vinchester's been unable to keep all TCs working at all times, so Hera might be able to keep up with villager count despite the TC deficiency, so to say. There you are. Yeah, you were talking about losing the scouts when thinking about going for knights. That makes sense as well. Yeah, if he had those scouts alive as opposed to taking the 1 villager, he might have been able to push the monks away. Yeah, that's a good point. Castle on the way for Vinchester. That's a pretty good location. He's going to defend one of the secondary goals. This one is still going to be very much exposed though. Yeah, and he's got already the other secondary goal. Actually, this is the main goal for him. It's not even a secondary one. Protects the main goal with the castle. He's protecting a secondary goal on the right hand side. Yes. Here on the other hand is gonna be on stone himself too. But not enough to go for the castle just yet. Oh, this is so good. If he can take the University Foundation. Yeah. He's going for it. Is he going to go down though? No, the crosses should be able to push the knights away, shouldn't they? Good job! Hera's putting his army up. But yeah, the university is staying up still. There he goes. Yeah, he's going back. Hera's entire education confirmed. Yeah, make a Reddit topic about it. Oh man, people will probably just hop all over into it. Take it to Twitter. Let's see. Yeah, Vinchester is gonna be fine. It's amazing he's been able to get so far ahead. I don't know why Hera let this happen. Now Vinchester is getting the counter rate going. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villages going down. I will cancel Hera like he tried to cancel the unit ride. Oh boy. He was able to get 5 villages down over here. And Hera's down to 66 villages compared to Vinchester 79. Looking much better for the red player. You know, when we had Hera versus Jordan last time around, this was very, very similar to Hera's performance that time as well. Like, he just lets the other player get away, and this is so unlike Hera. I'm not really sure what's going on over here, but it certainly seems like he was a little bit too passive. Going for 1 TC only, and, you know, still let Vinchester get away with getting 3 TCs up. Tried to put the pressure, but wasn't able to do too much damage, and to be honest, the pressure was not too big. And yeah, Maya Knight doing work, of course. A lot of pikemen over here as well. Vinchester might have lost 2 monks over here, but he's still gonna be fine. May not have redemption, but he can still try to convert more knights and potentially try and take the Mayans down like that. Counter raid from Hera, managed to get 3 villages down, a little bit of idle villager time over here. Meanwhile over here, Vinchester keeps on going for more pikemen forward. Defensive castle coming in for Hera is gonna be on his way to the Imperial Age. That is really interesting to see. But Vinchester should be able to go up fairly soon as well. He's got way more than enough gold to go up to the Imperial Age. If he can use the market to balance his economy, he should be on his way up. And he's going for the market right now as well. So yeah, Hera's going to beat him to the Imperial Age, but it's not going to be by a huge shot. Vinchester is very soon going to have enough resources to go for the second castle. And he's been going for Plume Archer, so... it seems like we are going to make a switch, or it seems like he's going to go for a tech switch over here into Plumes. Well, yeah. Once again, Chinese incredible win rate for the games that they have played. Against Mayans specifically, I think they have not won a single game. Yeah, they have played only 1 game against Mayans, and they have lost it. Left hand side, the 3rd castle coming in for Vinchester. Good job, it's going up to the Imperial Age. Big difference over here is in castle numbers, so Hera might be the first one to go for trebuchets, but then Vinchester is going to be definitely outproducing him once he gets to the Imperial Age. Here we are. How is the Chikonu versus Plume matchup like? Disregarding speed? Are you talking about attack speed, or are you talking about unit movement? But yeah, I don't think Hera is going to be going for Chikunus. I think he was just trying to get the castle up and try to rush the Imperial Age to put pressure up with trebuchets. Disregarding the fact that Plumes can't just run. Right. I think it's better for Chikunus. If I'm not mistaken, pound per pound anyway. Imperial Age is here for Hera. Second castle coming up. But Vinchester is only 35 seconds away from it, so after he gets to the Imperial Age, he's gonna be able to go for 3 trebuchets at a time. Meanwhile, Hera's got only 1 on the way. Can't really afford the second, even if he got the castle up already. Yeah. He knows about 2 out of 3 castles from Vinchester. Halberdier coming up for Vinch as well. Yeah, Hera will try to take advantage of mobility over here. The one thing that I'm not the biggest fan for him though is that the units are super pricey over here, so he's not really gonna be able to throw these away as he will be able to do with light cavalry. But yeah, you know, he's one of the strongest raiding players in the world, so as long as he can keep up, as long as he can pay attention to the Cavalier, I think it should be fine. We already have Halberdier over here for Vinchester though. Play Bard in armor coming in for Hera as well in Vinchester. He's got only chainmail armor, but he should be going for playmail armor very soon. Good job. No way! The Knight's getting cleaned up over here? Yeah, so these villagers will be under pressure by... Oh, never mind. We have a scout still left. Light cavalry, actually. Okay, I do like that a lot better. If Hera's just gonna be trying to go for raids, light cavalry are going to be significantly cheaper. He can use cavalier over here to defend himself with instead. Three trebuchets for Hera. Meanwhile, Vinchester on the other hand is on 2 trebuchets only. He's going for 3 additional ones though, so that's going to be 5 trebuchets for him. Good amount of marches on the right hand side. Should be able to get villagers down over here for sure. He's got ballistics already, so he should be able to take these down, no problem. Meanwhile, this group of cavalier, and this is one of those things I was saying, is very unlike Hera. Now he's putting the army out, but he spent a lot of time just chasing the full marchers. So Vinchester takes all the villagers from Hera down before Hera can even catch up to the full marcher. Well played. Conversion coming up. It's not going to get it. Doesn't matter though. I don't think so. With all the halberdiers got over here, plus the cavalier being completely out of position for Hera, Vinchester is going to take the castle down. It's probably going to be able to take the trebuchets down. We'll see though. There is a 5th trebuchet out already for Hera as well. Oh, nice. And Hera's able to get 1 trebuchet down already. Despite the hill advantage over here from Vinchester. Good job. Let's see about the halberdier. It's gonna be able to defend the trebuchets, the remaining trebuchets anyway, just fine. Meanwhile, over here, there's a counter raid coming out from Hera. Which is positioned too good for the time being, man. If he ends up getting cleaned up for the halberdier over here, and he doesn't garrison these villagers, he could potentially end up losing 7 more vills. Actually, make that even more. So yeah. There we go, yeah. We still have some cavalier left over here, so more villages will be going down. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, the trade war seems to be going in favor of no one. 4 trebuchets left for both players, down from 5. Now Vinchester's trying to target Saint Trebuchet with all his army. He's gotta bring the halberdier forward though. How many halberdiers does he have over here even? He's got about 9 halberdiers. He's trying to take the cavalier down. I think he's gonna be able to do it, but the trebuchet is going down for sure. No way! Hera calls it GG! As Vinchester is able to keep the trebuchet up, all the cavalier from Hera get cleaned up, and Vinchester equalizes the series in game number 2 for a partial score of 1-1. Vinchester clutches this one up, and yeah, against Hera, that is no small feat. Well played. For military, we get a very close to 4-3 KD ratio for Hera. Meanwhile, for army high, 85-39 for Vinchester and Hera. For economy, on the other hand, we have a much stronger economy for Vinchester as well, collecting about 6,000 extra resources. For technology, he was the first one to bow the feudal and the castle ages, although it took a little bit longer to get to the imperial age. He was up there in a much stronger position. So good job. Let's go back. And let's see then the remaining civilizations with Chinese out of the question and Mayans over here coming out on top. That's going to make this the second game the Chinese play against Mayans in which they lose against Mayans. So it's going to be a 0% win rate for Chinese against Mayans this tournament so far. For Hera on the other hand, we have... let's see, for game number 3 on the other hand, we have Britain still available to Hera. He's got Burgundians still available as well as Mongols and Ethiopians. While Vinchester on the other hand, he's got Aztecs, Sicilians, Byzantines, and Vietnamese. So yeah, I'm going to continue checking the win rate for the civilizations for you guys. So you got a good idea. For Hera, for his remaining civilizations, Britons are actually going to have a 54% win rate out of 24 games. Burgundians, they get a 50% win rate out of 16 games. Mongols, on the other hand, they have a 57% win rate out of 23 games. And Ethiopians, for Hera, they are going to have 63% win rate out of 16 matches, winning 10 out of 16. For Vinchester's remaining civilization, he's got, you know, the second strongest civilization after Chinese. He's got the Aztecs with a win rate of 67%, winning 6 out of 9 matches. With Sicilians, as we already established before, it's going to be probably a little bit lackluster compared to what people would probably expect. 43% win rate for them. Byzantines, on the other hand, they get also 47% win rate. And Vietnamese, on the other hand, finally, they're going to have 64% win rate. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 64% win rate is going to be, I believe, the third highest win rate civilization after Chinese and Aztecs. Which, who would have thought it was going to be Vietnamese? It's actually doing pretty well. Has won 9 out of 5 matches. If you want to... Okay, 1 second. Yeah, there we go. If you want to get more information like this, you can do ! spreadsheet. And that link is going to take you to the page. This graph, or this spreadsheet rather, has been made by Nerfox, who's also worked before for the Visible Cup, who's also made, charts, or rather spreadsheets for Hidden Cup as well, and even Empire Wars Duo as well. Let's open predictions up for game number 3. There we are. You guys said that you were wondering, how Hera was going to perform, given that he's been playing Age of Empires 4 non-stop. I think the reason he's been playing Age of Empires 4 non-stop is because of the upcoming tournament. You can find more information about it in AoE Zone, although I'm not really sure what the date for the tournament is. I think it's probably within 2 weeks or something. Well, anyway. Vinchester is 100% going to take advantage of this. So let's see. Game number 3 is here. There might be some spec delay we have to get through. And it's Mongols versus Sicilians. What do we get for win rate between these civilizations? Mongols against Sicilians, they have not played just yet. So it's a 0% win rate for both civilizations, of course, against each other. And let's see what we get. For Hero playing with Mongols, first off, he's going to get 40% faster working hunters. It's going to have also 30% extra HP on light cavalry, has on step lancer line units, as well as 25% faster attacking cavalry archer units. For the team bonus, on the other hand, he also gets 2 extra line of sight on scout line units, which makes scouting his resources and, potentially going forward, try to get lane going a little bit more viable. But he's not going for it. He's just scouting his resources and he's just going to push the huntables. Meanwhile, Vinchester, on the other hand, with Sicilians over here, is going to get 100 extra stuns upon starting the game. He gets also villagers who can build TCs and castles 100% faster, starting in the castle age, as well as dungeons as opposed to towers. He gets also 100% extra food on farms per farm upgrade, as opposed to your standard amount. And then we are going to have also 50% less bonus damage their land units take against other land units, except for siege weapons. Now for the team bonus, on the other hand, well, team bonus is going to be for Sicilians for water, actually. It's going to be a transport ship bonus. I think Hera was expecting Aztecs here, but I still think Mongols are better than Sicilians. Let's see. Taking a look at the map generation then. We're gonna have on the left hand side the main goal on the back for Hera. He's got the secondary gold on the left hand side, as well as the other secondary goal forward beyond the wood line as well, so it's not going to be the safest. On top of that, we also have the main stone forward. The secondary stone on the right hand side is going to be one of those quadruple wood line generations for KOTD, and he should be able to, wall himself up relatively easily. Going from here to here is going to be the most expensive part of the walls. And depending on the scouting information he's got right now, yeah, he doesn't know. But if he knew about the left-hand side woodline that he could potentially go for, something like this. And he would be able to secure this woodline. He will be able to secure this gold on top of this gold, plus the berries over here. So yeah. For Vinchester, on the other hand, what do we get over here for the red players? So with Sicilians, he's got the main goal on the back. That's huge already. He's got both secondary goals forward. And then the main stone is forward with the secondary stone being towards the southeast. Should be able to wall himself up fairly easily as well over here. The left-hand side is going to be a little bit more open because this wall lane is not going to be quite as close to the TC. It's not going to be quite as evenly distributed. So I think we're probably going to see something. We're probably going to see something like this instead. But he will still be able to secure the gold over here, which is pretty good, and the berries over here, which is pretty good. It would have been pretty nice if he was able to secure one stone, but you know, such is life. Village coming up for Hera significantly faster. Guys, I don't think I have seen anybody go quite as fast. No freaking way. Hera is going up on 16 population without loom to the village, and he's going to be there 7 minutes and 14 seconds into the game. What? What is this? This is so aggressive. He's getting the stable up. Wow. Wow, he's going to have scouts before Vinchester even manages to get to the village. Vinchester is going to go for men at arms over here, but it looks of it's going to be men at arms into archers. But yeah, 17 population, not even 17, 16 population scouts. 16 population scout. It's what? Damn. This is strong, man. This is the kind of strategy that I was expecting players to be saving up for the playoff stage already. Yeah, 17 without loom. So, like, super aggro. Well, this cannot be too pretty, though. He does have double bit axe in any case. Yeah. I'll throw the double bit axe as well. That is remarkable. One veil kill is a must now. I agree. Vinchester has been going up on 3 extra villagers. You know, if he doesn't do any damage, if he does not get a lot of vital villager time from Vinchester or takes a villager down at the very least, then it's not really gonna be worth it. He's got 1 scout over here plus a 2nd scout, right? I guess that's the reason why he did not go for lane. He was banking on going super early, super aggressive. And that means that he needed the original scout full HP. Alright. Okay. He's getting her. He got her. He got 1 villager. That's gotta be first blood in the game going in favor of Hera. And it's open! He's coming here. It's open. And Vinchester might end up losing another. He does lose another. That's gonna be 3 villagers going down at the very least, I think. We'll see. Oh, man. He's getting it. He's getting another one, and Vinchester is not targeting the scouts with multiple villagers, so he might end up losing 2 over here. Well, he's managed to save the villagers for the time being, but this one is going down. It's not. That was so close, though. Is he going to add skirmishers later? If he adds skirmishers, you know, these are very weak. If Vinchester does not pull these off, skirmishers alone are going to be able to take this. It's 9 HP combined between both players. Wow. Unbelievable stuff. Wasn't it Hera in Red Bull that said he needed to think twice about saving strategies? Yeah, well, that would make sense for sure. Absolutely. I don't get why pros don't pre-wall those 3 tiles. Yeah, I'm not really sure. You just drag the wall as opposed to going for individual walls. It's so much easier. I guess that's what you're talking about, but yeah. I think that was pretty worth it for Hera already. I mean, he's gotten 3 villages ahead, and you know, Vinchester lost only 2 villages, but he's gotten a lot of extra idle TC time right now compared to Hera. So yeah. Might be another one going down over here. I think he's getting it. I think he's getting her. He's getting another villager. Unbelievable, with very low HP scouts as well. Wow. So far, 3 villagers. 3 villager snipes from Mr. Hera. Vinch had only wall 1 side of the lumber camp. I'm pretty sure he thought he was completely walled, didn't he? Well, anyway, he's overchopped right now and he still has very weak villagers over there. So if he does not pay attention, Hera... Well, he's scouting right now only. But we'll see archers coming out for Hera. Hera could easily go forward and take those villagers down. Nice pressure over here for Vinch. But the blue player is looking significantly better. He's got more villagers. 5 extra villagers. Vinchester has gotten a lot of idle TC time. And then he should be able to go up to the castle age significantly sooner as well. Fletching on the way for Vinch. Fletching on the way for Hera. Yeah, but Hera should be able to defend over here just fine. Just waiting for a few extra units before unleashing these. There are only 2 archers over here for Vinchester though, so Hera should be able to take the trade with the 4th coming out. Yeah, he's coming out. Good job, he's got the hill advantage over here. He's going to get 1 archer down, gets pushed away. Still has 2, the 3rd one's coming out. Well played. There we go. There we are. Good push from Hera. Now he can take these infantry units, no problem. There is no resistance for Vinchester whatsoever. He's got 2 archers and he's got a skirmisher coming out, but that's going to be only back home. Which means... Vinchester realized! He pulled the weak villagers away. Yeah, that's a lot better, man. Those villagers would have died no problem. So he did a good job over there. It still has 2 fairly weak villagers though, but it's not too bad. Good job. Waiting for the snipe. Here's sniping coming. We'll see. He's got a fairly high HP scout over here. And he's got 3 archers, but it seems like he's going to end up losing 1 over here for sure. Vinchester takes it. Good job. Yeah, and it's going to be overall 2 for 1 over here for archer trade. Hera should be able to go up to the castle age very soon, while Vinchester on the other hand is going to still, you know, juggle his economy just to keep on going. If he got a market coming up, he might be able to go up to the castle age a little bit sooner, maybe by selling the stone or something, but Hera's much better right now. Going up to the castle age without abusing the market and still with 200 stone to go for extra TCs if he needs to. What do you think are the chances we are going to see a full series over here? I think I was fairly surprised that Vinchester was able to win game number 2. My expectation for the series was 3-0 for Hera or 3-1 at most. But yeah, Vinchester was pretty convincing in game number 2. So I think it's not going to be as one-sided as I was expecting for sure. I'm not really sure what number I would put to that. I would say probably 40% chance of this being a full series. 35 or 40% chances. I think I asked Vinchester to play A6 in game 4. Alright, the remaining civilizations. Yeah, he's got Aztecs, he's got Byzantines, and he's got Vietnamese. Here on the other hand, he's got Ethiopians, Burgundians, and Britons. Interesting stuff. Hera has 2 archer civs left and Burgundians, all of which should lose to Essex. Then he's got Byzantines and he's got Vietnamese. I do like Byzantines and Vietnamese over here for Vinchester though, to be fair, as well. Super strong. There we are. Hera doesn't have Mayans, he should lose to Essex. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. Aztecs are, once again, very good. I think they have, what was it, like a 66%, 67% win rate? Something like that. They were the 2nd after Chinese. Well, Chinese are probably not going to be very high up now anyway, after losing to the Mayans again. But yeah. Crossman upgrades over here for Hera significantly faster compared to Vinchester, who is now still on his way to the Castle Age. Scout might go down over there, but doesn't matter. We have crossbows. Well, that's a good amount of units though for Vinchester. And if Hera cannot take advantage of the range over here, it's going to get cleaned up. Wow, what a great defense from Vinchester. He's taking the crossbows down. Well played. Yeah. And Hera should get cleaned up over here. This is just amazing. Good job. Very good unit control for Vinch. Yeah. He did end up getting a little bit more idle TC time compared to Hera though, but that's not because of this micro, because he was already going up. It was from before. Second TC on the way for Hera. And ballistics coming after him as well. 8 crossbows compared to 8 archers right now. Vinchester won't be able to replicate the success that he's just found against Hera's units anymore. He needs to wait until the Castle Age, and he needs to wait until he gets Crossman and Botkin Arrow himself. And ideally ballistics as well, because Hera with ballistics is going to be so deadly. No universities coming out for Vinchester just yet. And there we are. Hera's taking the units down. Wow, he's got it! He's got ballistics already, and Vinchester doesn't have anything else! So he calls the GG, and Hera gets the lead in the series with a score of 2-1 right now against Vinchester. Let's go and take a look at the achievements before hopping back out. We get for KD over here a very close to 3-2 KD ratio for Hera compared to Vinchester. An army high of 16 to 13 for Vinchester and Hera respectively. For economy, on the other hand, we're gonna have also a much stronger economy for Hera, collecting about 1,400 extra resources. So good job. And that comes from the villager count, of course. Vinchester ended up losing 3 villagers, got a lot of extra idle TC time, and Hera just completely clapped. Especially after the losses over here in villagers for Vinchester were very, very early on to the scouts from Hera. If we divide this into villager count, you can see Hera went up super fast, so he fell behind a little bit, but then he was able to more than compensate for it, getting a beautiful villager lead all the way until the Castle Age, basically. Great Castle Age time after the rush. Yes, completely agreed. So, game number 4 is going to come very, very soon. Let's cross the civilizations out. We saw Mongols over here versus Sicilians. That's going to leave us on Aztecs for Vinchester, as well as Byzantines and Vietnamese, while Hera's got Burgundians, Britons, and Ethiopians. I feel like Britons and Burgundians are going to be his best bet. Britons, I think, are going to be his best bet against Aztecs. I think Burgundians are probably going to be his best bet against Vietnamese, maybe? Kind of hard to tell. Actually, I'm liking Vinchester civilizations quite a bit. I think Hera's got to go for Britons. If he goes for Britons, though, what does Vinchester goes for? Byzantines? Vietnamese, or does he still commit to Aztecs? Because Britons against Aztecs, I don't think it's as one-sided as one would think. Actually, let me go and take a look at the stats real quick. There's not been a single game between Britons and Aztecs in the tournament so far, I think. I think we have had Britons versus Mayans before. Yes. And the 2 games that they played, they won. And then versus Incas, they played 2 games, and it's been a 50% win rate. Yeah. We'll see. I think game number 4 might be here. We have 2 potential remaining games. All of these are going to be match points, of course. So let me try and search for Mr. Hera. Oh no, it's not here just yet. They only have a lobby. So yeah. That was pretty interesting. Britons versus Mayans. have a 100% win rate. Against Incas, they have a 50% win rate. Of course, the players are going to change the equation over here because it can be extremely different from one series to the next. But anyway, guys, I'm dying. 29 freaking degrees, Jesus, and this is just going to keep on getting hotter and hotter. Today is cloudy. Tomorrow, they say there's going to be heavy thunderstorms. Hopefully, that's not going to affect the stream. It'd be tragic if, you know, I was casting and then the stream went down because of the thunderstorms. But anyway, gonna keep on refreshing over here until we get the fourth game. Okay, it's here. Two minutes still of speculate. Okay, so I need to kill some time. I'm going to ask you about the weather. We can talk about the weather. That's everything. That's always the first thing you go for when chit-chatting. What's the weather like for you right now, guys? For me, it's 29 degrees and cloudy. I can tell you the civilizations, though. We have Britons versus Byzantines, actually. I'm going to go and check to see what the win rate is for Britons against Byzantines specifically. It seems like they have not played against Byzantines just yet, so we are seeing a lot of first-time matchups over here in the tournament, of course. And yeah, given the amount of possible matchups, it makes sense, of course. But yeah. It's 30 degrees here. You're safe. Also, only gets worse. Yeah, you're in Brazil, right? So it should be about the same. It's probably even a little bit worse for you because you're probably a little bit closer to the center than I am. It's dark between 4 p.m. and 9 a.m. I'll trade. Oh yeah, Arbase, I'll trade with you any day of the week. Give me the ticket and I'm going. A bunch of snow and -6 degrees Celsius. Okay, this morning was the first day with a little bit of snow, but it's 5 degrees now. Snow beautiful white. Alright, let's see. It's dark between 4 p.m. and 9 a.m. That's a lot of dark. Oh man, I just love it. I'll be so happy over there. I am a night person, so yeah, I would prefer it for sure. I take those up 20 degrees any day. Oh yeah, Just Chew gets me. Just Chew is going to trade for is going to trade places with any of you as well. Europe is way further north than even the colder parts of the US, so dark in the winter. Thanks, Gulfstream. Okay, that's a point for Europe. Thank you. That's something that I actually have not taken into account. You know? Daylight time in the day. Well, regardless, guys, welcome everyone to game number 4. And what do we get for Hera? Hera's going to be playing Britons. That means 25% faster working Shepherds. He's going to have on top of that 50% wood discount on TC starting in the Castle Age, as well as 1 and 2 extra range on foot archer units in the Castle and Imperial Age, respectively, except for skirms. Team bonus, 20% faster working archer ranges. We get for Vinchester Byzantines, that means, you know, 10, 20, 30, and 40% extra HP on buildings in Dark Hilo Castle and Imperial Age. We're going to have for Byzantines also. Let's see. 25% cheaper skirm, spear, and camel rider units, as well as a 33% discount to go up to the Imperial Age, and they also get free town watch, free town patrol. And for the team bonus, their monks are going to be healing units 100% faster. I think I'm missing one bonus over here for them for whatever reason. So extra HP, cheaper units, cheaper uptime, or sorry, not cheaper uptime, cheaper Imperial Age cost. Town watch, town patrol. Am I missing something over here? I feel like I'm missing something here. Well, pretty sure you guys are going to let me know. Let's go and take a look at the map generation. Taking a look at Hera's map generation first. He's got the main goal on the right hand side. We have the secondary goal on the left hand side, both of these. And the main stone on the left hand side with the secondary stone on the right hand side. I think he should be able to get the walls up from here to here. And if he gets the walls up like this, it's not going to be protecting too much, but it's going to be protecting the wood, which is very, very important. If he can get some, you know, local walls around the gold as well, he's going to be able to protect this as well, which is pretty good. But the rest of the resources are going to be so open and so exposed. We do have technically 4 wood lines over here for him to try to wall himself in, but it's going to be, I think, a little bit too greedy trying to go for something like this. If he does go for it though, he ends up securing the gold. He ends up securing the berries. And the wool line still, yeah. But we'll see. Taking a look at Vinchester's map generation, he's got the main goal on the back. But the secondary goals, they are both going to be down south with the main stone on the right hand side and the secondary stone on the left hand side. Now, I feel like, yeah, so Vinchester is already going for walls, right? So it's going to be kind of like this for him. This is good. He is already able to secure a gold and the berries. The only thing that's not going to be quite as good for him is the wood line. The thing is, he gets 2 options from going for walls like this. He's going to have 2 wood lines to choose from, but they are both going to be exposed compared to 1 safe wood line for Hera if he ends up going for walls from the side over to a DC, as opposed to going for something like this, right? If Hera goes for something like this, then I'm going to be kind of disappointed. Because it's a beautiful, beautiful chance for him to secure the wood. Actually, you know, if he does end up going for this, he's still going to have 2 potential wood lines to collect from, but one is going to be safe. So much better compared to Vinchester's map generation. There we go, foliage is coming up right now for Hera.
Grayton, ready.
Byzantine without safe wood against Britons seems difficult in my eyes. It is true, yeah. You're up against an archer civilization. If you do not secure a wood line, that's super rough. But Vinchester is going to be going for skirmishers, so it's going to be fine. It's only in the fuel age, you know, that he's probably going to get pushed very hard over here on the wood lines. Then if he gets to the castle age, he can potentially go for a DC outside, try to expand outwards. But yeah, with skirmishes he should be fine. It's only in the castle age, sorry, that we get extra range for Britons. There you are. There you are. What are you talking about? Or use your hair dryer on your ear. Took a shower and I have water sloshing. Oh, on your ear? Yeah, okay. There you go. Hera is going for the walls. And he needs to close this to the edge of the map. I think he's going to do it. It's potentially exposed on the right-hand side only, though, but I think it's going to be fine. Vinchester doesn't have any pressure coming up. No militias, no nothing. It's going up on 21. It's going to be only for archers. So there we go. Vinchester gets to the castle age. And he's not going for the archer range. Does he have any gold miners? Oh, he doesn't have any gold miners, though. Just going to try to go up to the... Stable! Wow. 21 population stable. With Byzantines. Well, now Hera knows. And what is Hera going to go for? Hera's not going for anything, man. He's not even going for archer ranges. He's just going to try to play for the castle age. This is really interesting. There you go. Yeah, I'm slightly puzzled about Vinchester's choice over here. If he wanted to catch Hera off guard, he should have gone for the stable on the back. where Hera wouldn't be able to see it, but Hera knows exactly what Vinchester is going for. He already spotted the stable of the scout. Yeah, and he's got a spearman already out. Of course. Where's the spearman? Protecting the the wallers. From insane aggression to no aggression at all from Hera. Yeah, just gonna be playing for the castle age, but I'm not really sure if he's gonna be able to get there. So let's see. Vinchester should be able to get the villager over here. Good job. He's gotta block the Vil. There you go. 2 more hits. Oh man, that's taking forever, but there you go. He's getting it. Nice. It's gonna be first blood as well this game. He's got 2 scouts. If he's paying attention, he should be able to keep the scouts alive. That means he could potentially get another villager down. Meanwhile, Hera sent the scout over here to protect the Vil. Against potential upcoming scouts from Vinchester. Vinchester's gone only for these 2, and then he's not going for any more. So he's just gonna try to play for the castle age over here. And Hera's not overreacting either. He's just going for the 1 spearman, and he's going to keep on chasing the units away. He tried to get a quick ones up over there, but I'm not really sure if he's gonna be able to end up. Okay, saving the villager. He does. Good job. Wow. This is very, very interesting from Vinchester. He's trying to pull a Hera snipe over here on Hera. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. No, it's probably just going to have to go back. There you go.
Yay.
An archer range coming out right now. This makes a lot more sense. Like, I don't really know if I do like the gate being open like this, but at the very least, Hera doesn't really have any high HP units to work with. Is Hera going to bait? No. He's not going to. He's not going to. Sorry, is he going to bite? He's not going to bite. No. Just going to ignore this juicy open gate. Let's just keep an eye on what Vinchester's going for. I still kind of find it strange with this new meta with Cav from basically any civilization, even if it's usually knights. Like even Vikings have been going for them. Yes, Byzantines, Vikings. It's pretty interesting, but you gotta keep in mind that I'm not really sure for how long this version of Arabia is going to be the ranked version of Arabia, because it makes so many changes to, you know, what people are usually used to as an Arabia map. Like you get elephants, which contain significantly more food compared to boars. So if it doesn't have the standard resources, I don't know, I guess I'm just not used to this becoming the standard right now. And I'm not really sure if it's going to remain the standard. They have made this version of Arabia the ranked version of Arabia, but I don't know if it's going to remain like that. I want to know, you guys, do you like this version of Arabia? Better than the version of Arabia that was before KOTD? Do you prefer the sand, the elephants, etc.? I love it. I hate it. I hate the hills around resources, otherwise, yes. Okay. Do you prefer the elephants over the boars, for instance? Because this can change decades of meta on Arabia. Just the rhinos alone makes so many more strategies viable, so many more aggressive strategies viable. Yes, more food, okay. Too many random oases on hills make DCs hard to place. Yes, oasis and hills. I just like some stuff about playing it, but it's still my favorite map. It was a bit too harsh, okay.
Mandatum.
I wish it would switch up between boar and elephant. Yeah, I would like that too. I think that would be pretty good. If you could have like different themes and also switch from sand to grass sometimes as well. Even if it's not like full green sand, probably just dead sand, dead grass or whatever.
Grayton.
One villager going down over here for Hera. Vinchester is putting some good pressure. Pushing the villagers away from gold. In Hera, he does not have any extra gold, so he's going to go for the third TC on the left-hand side. He's got the second TC already up. he's going for it right here. Board for Green Arabia? Yeah. I agree. Get rid of the ponds and close wood lines and reduce the number of hills, especially near your TC, then it's a very good map. Alright. Well, and it's useless because there are actually always holes now. Yeah, and the ponds. The ponds can be very frustrating for sure. Good job. Yeah, the 30 is already up for Hera. Well played. It's a nice revenge. 2 TCs in one spot, and the siege workshop is on the other side. Yeah, that's a good point. You should still be able to secure this gold or to keep on collecting from this gold, so Vinchester is going to bring some skirmishers over here. We'll see if he can do any damage. Vinchester's on 2 TCs, Hera's on 3, so villager count's going to keep on getting higher and higher for Hera. So far he's managed to get 5 extra villagers. Both players going for wheelbarrow right now. And yeah, Vinchester should be getting significantly ahead of military count. Yes, he already has more military units. But these are not the most expensive. These are not the most valuable military units you can go for. And certainly are not military units you're going to be able to do any damage with. Maybe just snipe a villager or 2 if your opponent's not paying attention. There we are. Good job. Good pressure over here. And we see the 4 siege workshop coming up. Now, this one I like quite a bit. As you guys were saying, the siege workshop over here on the right hand side makes it so it's gonna be a little bit harder for Hera to bring reinforcements in. So, if Vinchester starts putting pressure from here down against TCs, right? He goes for a mangonel or 2. He starts putting the pressure up. Hera comes over here with only 1 mangonel, hoping to defend. He loses it. It's going to take so much longer for him to get extra mangonels out as well. Imperial Lich coming up for Vinchester. Super quick overall. Yeah, and mangonels coming out already. A little bit of a pause by the looks of it. Puck Bones. Bones. Who is Bones? Kind of reminds me of Jimmy Neutron's pet. I'm really sure what his name was. I don't remember. Twitch Global emote. Kind of reminds me of it a little bit. Oh no! Bones is a... well, at the very least, this one seems like fish bones, which is a gun in League of Legends. For one of the characters, actually. That might be it. Anyway. Good pressure, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Man is coming out for Vinchester. It's got only 1 though. It's got more archers coming out. It's gonna try and make a switch to arbalesters. It is too late though. I feel like he won't be able to get too many units up, so he's going for a forward archer range. Vinchester is committed right now. If this does not work, Hera's gonna be going up to the Imperial Age and a much stronger economy, and he's going to have much stronger archers to work with, of course, with extra range. So yeah, even though Hera will have extra... he's going to have extra cheap units, the extra range from Britons with their arbalesters, and it seems like he's even going to be thinking of going for like cavalry or cavalier. Should be enough against Vinchester for sure. Nice snipe. Good reaction from Vinchester. Well played. Seems like these skirmishers are going to go down. That is a great attack round as well. And that's another good one. All of a sudden, the skirmishers get completely flattened. That was really good from Hera as well. Because of the choke point over there, he took the chance to reduce the army significantly. Now here, you know, Vinchester doesn't really have too many protection, or he does not have too much protection for the Mayans. Good job. So Vinchester, but what now? Exactly, he was trying to go for arbalisters. Now he's going for chemistry, right? So he was trying to go for crossbows, but he did not have enough production. He was not producing fast enough. So yeah, now he's got 12 military units. You know, Hera's 24 villages ahead. He's got a close to 40% larger army. It's going to be more like 46.6, actually 60. Oh my god, 56.66% or something like that. I think, I'm not really sure. Much better. What was I even on? Sorry, it's not 40%. No. But still much stronger. BBC? Yeah, he's going for the one bombard cannon over here. And Hera for the time being is surviving. This is starting to get to a good amount of units for Vinchester. And this is starting to get to a good amount of pressure from Vinchester. If Hera is unable to clutch this one up and take the Mayans down, then he's most likely not going to end up losing the TC. So let's see. Hera was going around. Here he comes. We have our ballistas already for Vinchester, so knights are probably not going to be enough anymore. And now Vinch knows about the knights. He's going right after these. He's hunting for knights. TC's gone down. Well, the Mayans go down over here. Still, the bombard cannons are going to be significantly higher range, though, than any siege weapons that Hera gets access to in the castle, though. So this could be pretty good. The knights are going down. The arbalists over here are not really taking too many losses, although the bombard cannon might be going down. That's going to be a very pricey loss for Vinchester, unfortunately, but he still ends up cleaning this up. And Hera calls it GG, as game number 4 is going in favor of Vinchester, and it's going to be the equalizer in the series with Vinchester. Well, equalizing the series 2-2 right now. He's going to have still strong civilizations to keep on going with. For game number 5, we're going to take a look at what's available still. Isn't it a bit of an early GG? I think the knights were not a mistake, but it was a little bit too slow, unfortunately, because if he managed to get there before, you know, these arbalisters finished researching, I think he might have been able to do something, but not like this, unfortunately. Well, yeah, maybe they were going to get cleaned up anyway if it was crossbows because of, you know, bracer and chemistry still. So yeah, Vinchester was probably not going to have enough crossbows to keep on pushing with, though, but anyway. I feel like Hera could have kept on going, absolutely. But this was a very good performance from Vinchester. In the end of there, I wasn't really sure if he was going to get ahead or not, but notice that this 2 guardian skirmishers over here, just making sure that Hera does not collect stone to go for a defensive castle. That is the one thing that can make it hard for Vinchester to keep on pushing. Although Vinchester was going for bombard cannons, he was probably going to be able to still do damage. That is still pretty good. Well played. Wow. For military then, a better than 5 to 4 KD ratio for Hera. We have for economy a slightly stronger economy for Vinchester, and for technology faster castle. Imperial age times for Vinchester. Hera on the other hand ended up going up to the feudal age faster only. Getting a stronger economy for Vinchester in this situation is huge. If you take a look at the villager count, Hera's been ahead in villager count like ever since they got to the castle age, basically. And still, you know, Vinchester was able to disrupt Hera's eco so much so that he was able to get ahead in economy, which is remarkable. Good job. So yeah, game number 5, we still have Aztecs for Mr. Vinchester. And for Hera, we have Burgundians and we have Ethiopians. That's going to be a very interesting one. For Ethiopians, we are going to have access to militia line units up until the Imperial Age, in which case you can only go up to 2 on the swordsman, no champions for Ethiopians, so it's not going to be the best against Seagull potential. They can go for Shadow Warriors, but then Winchester's got access to Jaguars for the same, you know, from the same building. And then Vietnamese. Vietnamese for Vinchester, wouldn't really be. I don't think I don't think they are going to be any better than Aztecs against any of the two remaining civilizations from Hera. And Hera's Ethiopians over here. Are they going to be better against Aztecs, or is it going to be better for him to go for Burgundians? The economy is going to be strong for both civilizations. I think I'm probably liking Ethiopians a little bit more because they are more versatile. I feel like with Burgundians, you're going to be going for knights into cavalier no matter what. And you know, with Aztec monks being as strong as they are, I think Vinchester would probably have pretty good odds against Burgundians specifically. So I think we're going to see Aztecs versus Ethiopians rather. But yeah, this was a very interesting series. Not only do we have Aztecs for Vinchester still left, but then Hera also, you know, let Chinese open, I think. No, yeah. I mean, both players left Chinese open, but Hera played with Chinese and he lost with Chinese. That was the stronger civilization. The draft for both players, the strongest civilization in terms of win rate. So, will Vinchester be able to make proper use of Aztecs and keep up Aztecs' strong win rate? Or is he going to get shut down as Hera got shut down with Chinese? Well, I mean, Hera doesn't have Mayans to fight against Vinchester, so I think I'm liking Aztecs a little bit better over here. Even against Burgundians, I feel like the chances are pretty good. Or at the very least are much better than, you know, the chances he would have if he was left on your standard late series civilizations such as just Vietnamese or, you know, like whatever, Celts. Let's see, you gain our 5s here already. I don't see the 5th game. It seems to me like Hera might be taking a small break. Oh boy. Is the lobby here? I do not see the lobby anymore. So the game's gotta be here. We're probably gonna have to wait through some spec delay though. I do not see the lobby. I'm just searching for Hera. I'm gonna try searching for Vinchester. Yep, no lobby at all. Okay. So let's go on and let's take a look at the win rates between the remaining civilizations for Hera and Vinch, starting with Hera's. So what is the win? Well, it's going to be the same for both players, right? But starting with Burgundians, let's see, against Aztecs, Burgundians have not played just yet, so there is no record for Burgundians versus Aztecs. Against Vietnamese, Burgundians have played once versus Vietnamese and they actually lost. Meanwhile, for Ethiopians, let's take a look at Hera. Hera civilization over here. For Ethiopians against Aztecs, they have not played just yet. And against Vietnamese, they have played only once and they won one game. So 100% win rate for Ethiopians against Vietnamese. And 100% win rate for Vietnamese against Burgundians. Then Aztecs and Vietnamese, Aztecs and Ethiopians, they did not play just yet. I'm very curious as to what in Nexus, in AOE Nexus, what the win rate is. Let's see, between Hera and Vinchester. All right. It's loading. Frequent opponents. All right. Oh, Vinchester has played versus Slam a lot. Versus Hera, on the other hand, Vinchester has played 9 games and he's got a win rate of 44.44%. So he's won 4 out of 9 games. Very, very close. Given the civilizations we have left, I think it's going to be a very, very close matchup. Games here, by the way. Game number 5. Let's jump into it. What? Ethiopians versus Vietnamese. Okay. 2 minutes of spec delay still to wait. Alright, Ethiopians versus Vietnamese. What was the situation over here? I think Ethiopians won versus Vietnamese. Yes. Ethiopians won the only game that they played versus Vietnamese in this tournament so far. And Vinchester is going to leave Aztecs as a leftover civilization. Can you believe it? Aztecs are going to be Vinchester's leftover civ. What is this? Mind games countered? Ah, man. I'm so confused. Why even pick them first then? I have no idea what happened to Vinchester's plan over here. Dude, he wins versus Hera, and I'm just going to lose it. I'm just going to lose it. You know, Ethiopians versus Vinchester versus, Vietnamese. I don't think it's going to be necessarily one-sided in favor of Ethiopians, despite their win rate. I think Vinchester is going to stand its own chances for sure, but Hera is going to have certainly a small edge in my opinion. The extra resources are going to be pretty nice. And we'll see. You know, and faster attacking units are technically going to be better than extra HP when you take micro into account. So yeah, Vinch loses, then he will regret this. I'm pretty sure that's the case for almost all games. If he wins, then he's going to be fine, most likely, but why not going for Aztecs? I really don't get it. How do you not pick the best Arabia civilization? Well, one of the best for sure. It's not like you're up against Bulgarians or Goths or whatever. Hey, Alchemist3, welcome back. Go Vinch. Oh, by the way, let's pay the predictions back. Let's play the predictions out, rather. Oh, I did not start the predictions for game number 4. Jeez. There's too much to pay attention to. Sorry, guys. Predictions are now open for game number 5, and yeah, go nuts. We have Hera playing up north versus Vinchester playing on the left-hand side. It's going to be Ethiopians and Vietnamese for Hera and Vinchester respectively. So what do we get over here? Starting with Hera, first off, he's going to get with Ethiopians. 18% faster attacking units. It's going to have also the pikeman upgrade for free, as well as 100 extra food and 100 extra gold upon reaching a new age. For the team bonus, on the other hand, they get also 3 extra line of sight on outposts and towers. While for Vietnamese, Vinchester is going to get 20% extra HP on archer units. With free conscription, they know the starting location of enemy TCs as well. So Vinchester came forward, but he wasn't able to find the boar. I think he was just trying to take anything from Hera, and he's going to be taking 2 goats. It's still pretty good. He got him, right? Did he not? No. Hera got them back. So that kind of feels like Vinchester's wasting one of the bonuses of his civilization. What is the point of getting free vision of your enemy's TC if you're not going to be going forward? I mean, he went forward, but if you're not going to be getting away or back home with something, it feels like he's not really taking advantage of it too much. Regardless, Vietnamese are also going to have no wood cost on eco upgrades, which is going to be, you know, their eco bonus, so to say. Not going to be quite as nice as 200 extra resources for free per age, but still pretty good. And then finally, Vietnamese get for the team bonus access to Imperial Skirmisher, so that can be pretty good if we get to a very late situation, very late game situation for sure. On top of that, Vinchester also gets bloodlines, which Ethiopians don't get, so you know their Hazar, or actually, sorry, their light cavalry are going to be pretty strong, even against Hazar from Ethiopians, so there is that. They do not get Blast Furnace though, but I think it's still going to be pretty good with bloodlines, right? Well, regardless, you know, Hera does not get play Bard in armor. I think in a late game situation, Vietnamese are going to shine, but he needs to survive until then first. And even then, Hera is such a strong player in late game situations that I wouldn't even be so sure about Vinchester being in a better spot if it does come down to late game. Oh, he got them? Those are other goats? We have 5 over here, so he's gotta have 3, right? 2. Okay, yeah, you're correct. Thank you. Rattan archers would be amazing? Yeah, they would be. Oh god, I was so close for Vinchester. Just not as amazing as eagles? Yeah. Oh boy. Hera is in a 5th game for the 2nd time in a row. In a matchup that I don't think he was expecting to get to 5 games. I think Hera was probably expecting to take this one like either 3-0 or 3-1. Now there's a very real chance Vinchester is gonna be coming out on top. Let's see, Hera knows about the barracks right now. We're gonna take a look at the map generation in just 1 second. I want to see what Hera is going to do, if he's gonna be able to achieve anything over here whatsoever. Is it going to keep an eye on the barracks? We already have a militia coming forward. Yeah, it's gonna keep an eye on the barracks, but the militia's coming forward already. The militias are going forward. Alright, so before they hit, let's take a look at the map generation for Hera super quick. He's got the main goal forward, so it's not the base for him at all. He's got both secondary goals forward as well. The main stone forward too. Oh man, this is the disgusting map generation for Hera for game number 5. And the secondary goal, secondary stone, sorry, is over here. You cannot see it, it's underneath the minimap. He's already going for the walls, but it doesn't seem like he's gonna be able to connect these. He's forced into keeping the militias back home as well. Woodline potentially exposed. The 3rd militia's coming in from Vinchester as well. Meanwhile, Hera is only on 2 militias. He has collected, though, extra resources. No, he hasn't. He's going for the 3rd militia, but now he's not gonna be able to afford. Loom. So if he gets caught off guard over here, he could very well end up losing a few villagers. Good job. Loom's coming here for Vinchester. He's already on 22 villagers, so it seems like he's gonna be going out to the village on 23 vills, which is going to be for archers. Oh, he got it! 1 villager down already. No loom over here is gonna be so bad for Hera. Vinchester ends up getting the first blood with a villager nonetheless. Taking the engagement over here is going to end up taking a militia down. That's going to be 1 militia down for each player. 2 militias down for each player. The scout's going down from Vinchester, and Hera's going to end up getting the engagement over here. But that was worth it. There's 2 fairly low HP units over here left for Hera, and Vinchester was able to get a villager down now. Hera's getting a little bit of extra idle DC time on top of that, so Vinchester is actually going to be getting 2 villagers ahead. Hera still needs to go for Loom, and he is significantly later to the village as well. So it's looking pretty good for Vinchester so far. Let's keep on taking a look at the map generation. So we know that Hera's got all the resources exposed, right? So he's got the gold, the stone over here, this gold kind of exposed. If he goes for the walls like this, should be able to secure this, but the woodlands are still going to be exposed. Against an archer civilization, that is not good. We take a look at Vinchester's map generation on the other hand. He's already going to be thinking about going for walls himself, but he's got the main goal up north, right? He's got the secondary goals on the back, which is so good. If he can go for a wall like this, he ends up securing both secondary goals, and he's gonna be securing the main stone as well, which is amazing. So yeah. Fun fact, those are actually berry bushes, but if you click on a villager, they are carrying meat. Oh! Such is life, yeah. Well, you know, there is a Beyond company, which makes the Beyond meat. Maybe they are just carrying Beyond steak. Who knows? Oh, the impossible steak. In HD, the original food icon was a corn. In HD, yes. Yeah. I remember. Not really sure why they changed it back, but anyway. Wiener Schnitzel? Yeah, the original was meat, I recall. Very, very low resolution meat. Pillage coming up for Hera. Meanwhile, Vinchester already has the archer range up. Good job. He's got a good amount of gold miners over here as well, and he should be able to protect himself just fine. It seems like he's going to connect the walls to the south edge of the map. Let's see about the archer over here. Yeah, good job. He can take the militia down. Well played. Yeah, remember extra HP for these units. Otherwise, he... Yeah, might have... he would be on 1 HP, I think. 2 archers coming in. Fletching on the way right now for Vinchester as well. Hera's going up. He's got the same villager count right now compared to Vinchester, which is really bad. Really, really bad. So Vinchester is going to be getting ahead, of course. 2 extra villagers still. There we go. Hera's going for the walls. It's going to be completely walled on the right-hand side. He's got almost enough resources to fast castle with. And Vinchester doesn't seem like he's going to realize about the walls until it's too late. He's going forward. It's kind of awkward though, because he already knew about the walls from Hera from before. But he still kept on going for archers. Now, as long as he doesn't invest too many resources into this, I think he's going to be fine. Hera should have already enough to go up to the castle age very soon anyway. He went for 1 extra villager. He does not have the buildings just yet. Oh man, he doesn't have the wood to go. Oh, never mind. He already has the blacksmith on the way. But yeah, he could potentially get pushed away from wood over here. He does have a few woodlands to take wood from though. It's got 4 total. So it gets pushed away from here. It's fine. He's going to be moving the villagers over to the right-hand side or down the south. While Vinchester, on the other hand, doesn't have the resources to go up just yet. He's got a defensive tower somewhere coming up. And if he does not get the walls up very soon, then Hera is going to be in a much better spot after he gets to the castle age. What I'm kind of wondering though is what Hera's plan is. He's got only 1 archer range, so he might not be fully committed to archers. There we go. To be fair, to be honest, I think most vegetarians, vegans would be fine with meat from genetically modified plants or something. Oh yeah. I'm vegetarian myself. And one of the reasons why the US was looking so attractive as well is because they have all the new vegan foods and vegetarian foods. Like they have all the cheeses and all the meats and whatnot. And I have not seen that as much in Europe. But yeah, if they have lab-grown meat, I'll be all for it. Boom with siege. Well, I think it might be the case for Hera, yeah. He's got the stone still to go for extra TCs. Vinchester might be able to get the archers down over here. This can be pretty good. I think he might be able to get a villager down over here. This is open now. Is that a trap? No. Hera's trying to go for the walls. Oh, but he was able to take Vinchester. Sorry, I confused the players over there for a moment. I was thinking Vinchester was blue. Yeah. Okay, Hera is completely walled up himself again, and he's going for Bucking Arrow. Now, villager count still 9 higher for Vinchester. By the time he gets to the castle age, he's still going to be about 3 villages ahead. While Hera, on the other hand, is kind of struggling for food right now. He's got, you know, a few foragers over here, but he's gone for a lot of farms without Horse Collar. Vinchester's economy is going to be better off in the later stages of the game, but for the time being, it's looking pretty good for Hera. The great thing about Vinchester over here, though, is that he's kept Hera busy back home. So even though Hera's got a significant head start to the castle age, Vinchester was able to keep these units kind of pinned back. And now it's going to take some time for these to come forward. Meanwhile, Vinchester has been able to get the walls already up to the edge of the map. Definitely would have preferred for him to just get the walls if he was going to go for houses like this as well. To just get the walls, you know, like this, so that he was going to be able to protect the woodlands, but he didn't go for it. Instead, we see the second archer range coming up right now, and he's got a good amount of archers out. Or trained already, even if they are not technically out. That he's going to be able to upgrade to the crossbowman unit. He's compensating for trying to destroy the unit last game, right? Doesn't want to be cancelled. He is stream sniping for sure. Make kills so much easier. Yeah. Especially over here. This could be pretty bad. Now he's got ballistics, right? So this could be pretty bad for Vinchester. He does have a little bit of leeway in terms of villagers still. Good reaction though for Vinch. Well played. Yeah, he knows about the archers going back, so now he's going back to gold. Good job. Oh man, he just lost a stone. Oh, or the gold rather. 50 seconds from the castle age. Hera's not going for any extra TCs just yet, but he's got the stone still, so he could very well go for it later. I think what he's gonna do is gonna try to bait Vinchester into investing into full archer production. And then he's going to go for the extra TCs and he's going to switch to defensive play with Mangonels to try and get ahead in eco. I feel like it's kind of risky though. I don't know if you want to take this game to the very late stages against Vietnamese. If he's not confident he's going to be able to kill Vinchester right off by going to the Imperial Age faster and going for Arbalests and whatnot, it feels kind of risky. And Vinchester is collecting a lot of stone over here. I think he's going to try to go for a defensive castle more so than an offensive castle. But we'll see. It depends on what Hera does and where he strikes from as well. I think it's very wise from Vinchester to wait to see where Hera's going to be striking from before dropping a castle. Good job. He knows about the archers over here. Man, he's got to go for the castle on the hill over here, like right next to the goal. Right here. He's got to go for it. Let's check. There you go, man was coming out. Do you know if there's room there? I'm pretty sure there is. I think you can go for it for sure. Just gotta be careful though over here. Hera's coming in. That's a good mango shot. As Vinchester was not paying attention. He's waiting for ballistic still. Good attack round. Yeah. And we have faster attacking units over here for Hera. Compared to higher HP from Vinchester once again. When micro is taken into account, the faster attacking units should be better, because if you can dodge the shots, you're going to be able to get your shot out before your enemy can attack again. So you're going to be able to get more damage down more frequently. And if you can dodge the shots from your enemy, it's going to be much better for you. It's going to make it significantly harder for your enemy to dodge the shots, if that makes sense. Let's see about Vinchester. Really good job, 1 for 1. Did not take a single bit of damage on the Mangonel, and that's gonna be another one going down. So close. Good attack round over here though from Hera. This is so intense. Both players with 1 Mangonel each, a good amount of crossbows each as well. Overall villager count a little bit higher for Hera's. Now he's gotten the second TC up finally, and we're gonna see a castle coming up over here for Vinch. If he can take this one, then it's going to be so good. But Hera, as expected, he's going for the extra TCs right now. He's still going for crossman production though, so it's not going to be full defense as I was expecting, but he will be going for extra TCs, which is just not going to be a possibility for Vinchester right away. He does have enough for the second TC right now, but I think he's going to be waiting for the castle to come up first. Now, Rattan Archers can change the game for sure. With Rattan Archers, he's going to have a much stronger unit to work with. It's going to be faster, it's going to be tankier, it's going to be better. We'll see if he can get it though. Imperial is going to be on the way for Vinchester very soon, by the way. Hera, on the other hand, by going for the extra TC, is going to be sticking himself to... Yeah, to the castle age. Oh, that is a good attack round! Was it though? It's so tough, and Hera's taking a lot of losses over here, guys. Vinchester is going to dodge the shot from Hera as well. And Imperial is coming up for Vinchester. Wow. Elite Skirmisher is coming up for Hera right now as well, but this is so good for Vinch. He can get this Mangonel down, that's going to be extremely clutch, and he got the Mangonel down. Vinchester is completely clapping Hera for Mangonel Micro over here. Good job. Really, really strong performance. And remember, the previous game, we also saw Hera with a much stronger economy, but Vinchester, by getting to the Imperial Age faster, he was able to take the game. He's going to be able to replicate that in game number 5. We have more archers coming out. We have Rattan Archers right now as well coming out, which are so much stronger. Take a look at Rattan Archer over here. Take a look at the stats. It's going to be There we go. Compared to a standard archer, much faster. Is going to be not quite as much HP, but still, that's another great mangonel shot. Really, really good. That mangonel already got its worth, man. Hera had to delete the mangonel attacking uphill over here to take this one from Vinch, and this is looking pretty good for the red player. There we go. Vinchester's going back. He's gotta be really careful. He needs to wait until he gets to Imperial Age. The lead is going to depend on the units he can keep alive so that he has an army to upgrade and then dominate with. For Siege Workshop on the way now for Vinchester as well. Yeah. Think Hera calls it? No, no way. This is the last game. Hera's gonna keep on trying. He has to keep on trying. If he calls a GG over here, he doesn't even get past the group stage. Which I'm pretty sure is going to be a very disappointing result for him. So he's going to keep on trying for dear life. Barely just here for Vinchester. We're going to see Chemistry and Bracer coming in right away. Should be going for... It's going to go for Arbalister. He has to go for Arbalister, right? We see a Trebuchet coming out. After he gets Chemistry, he can start going for Bombard Cannon as well. And that can be so strong too. He's gonna be able to take on Mangonels for sure. And to be honest, with Bracer alone, he should be able to take on Mangonels actually. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. Mangonel shots over here coming up. That's pretty good. That is a very, very good piece of micro for Vinchester once again. So much pressure right now. 2 Mangonels against 0 from Hera. Good amount of Rattan Archers over here. Archers with Bracer already, and Chemistry about to finish researching. Good job. So where did Hera go wrong? Hera was extremely greedy. He ended up going out to the Castle Age without putting any pressure in the Fuel Age when he was already falling behind. And he ended up only adding... That's gonna be GG, guys! Hera gets knocked out of KOTD4 in the group stage! Vinchester is going to move on 3-2 over to the playoff, knocking on one of the favorite players for the entire tournament. Vinchester's getting an incredible result so far. And damn, boy, that was so good. Vinchester's performance over here was absolutely outworldly. Dude, I cannot believe this. This is so good for Vinch. You guys were asking. What is... Oh, man, I had completely missed this one as well. Hera realized about it probably too. Late himself too. There was only one villager going down over here, but that was going to be a little bit more damage in a moment for sure. You were asking, guys, what is Hera performance going to be like if he's been playing Age of Empires 4 only? And I don't know if this was related to that or not, but guys, let's go through the achievements real quick. We don't want to miss out what's coming up. 3-2 KD ratio for Vinchester, much stronger economy as well. Technology faster, feudal and imperial age time. Society a little bit higher for Hera, but unable to do too much damage with it. That's going to be the series, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, that's going to be the end of the video. But yeah, on Twitch, we are going to move on.